Mr. Modi, Namaste. This is my appeal to the Prime Minister. I don't know how many more days you're going to be the Prime Minister of this country. On the 4th, your fate will be decided and the fate of this country will be decided. I like that arrogance of yours, of saying that you are an avatar of God. You are no bloody avatar of God. This is what I have been taught. God wants to destroy you. And it's not today. I have been telling this for quite some time. I am not like these psephologists and others seeing the trend listening. No. From the beginning, I have said that there is an undercurrent, and as the elections are coming nearby, I've been telling a lot of my people that you will see changes, and this BJP government will be sent home. And people have to send it home. If you do some fraud in the AVMs and try to win, then the people will hit the road. It will happen. God forbid that it shouldn't happen, this kind of thing shouldn't happen. I am praying to God every day that you should not be elected as the Prime Minister for the third term. And then the colleagues of yours, that Finance Minister of yours and the Home Minister, that Home Minister is already suffering. He knows, I know what he is suffering. I don't want to talk about it publicly because it's his personal, okay? But putting his son in the cricket board, a guy who is not even a cricketer, a little mouse. He looks like a little owl or a mouse, and he wants to dictate the cricket board and loot the money there. I'm sorry I have to use these words because it is very unbecoming of this. All these politicians, they are not sports persons and they want to head all these sports associations. Mr. Modi, you are talking about women's safety, but the women are not safe in your rule. The poor women wrestlers, the poor young girls of UP, the poor young girl of Kashmir, and so many others which has not been reported, who are being raped by politicians of your party and even other political outfits. None of you have the locus standi to talk about women's safety. The businesses in this country are all suffering, especially the small and medium industries are all suffering. The banks don't give loans. The banks are so corrupt. The banks are going to fail. If you come another term, the banks are going to, they're going to crash. This is what is going to happen. But many educated people think that you are a great man, you're a great Prime Minister. You're not a great Prime Minister at all. There are only a few things that whatever you have done boldly was making people open accounts, bank accounts, and the 370 and 35A in Jammu, because everybody needs to buy property everywhere. There cannot be a special status for the Jammu and Kashmir people. But at the same time, you should have solved that problem and made it either union territory or a state and have their state elections. You can't be penalizing them forever. And you said once you come to power, there won't be any backlog of files. But in every state, even to appoint a governor, you take so long a time. And most of your governors, I won't say all, most of your governors have been womanizers. The one that was there in Tamil Nadu earlier, I wrote to you so many times, and there was, I would say, prostitution going on by these people. They were harassing women in different ways. You might not like it if I talk, but then that is the truth. I might not get justice from these courts for having said this, or even if I go and file a case with evidence, they're not going to hear me out because you're all powerful people. But in my God's court, I believe in the God's court. In my God's court, I get relief. Maximum 3 years. 30 days, 3 years, I get a relief. But coming to your court for years together, 10 years, 20 years, there's no relief. Waste of time. Your age will go, your youth will go, you will go mad. If anybody from the judiciary is watching, I'm not worried. Call me and ask why I'm saying this. We will give you evidences. Only thing is your big fat ego will stop you from calling me, and you'll put an FIR to threaten me from that I should not speak all this. But it's my right, my freedom of speech. When you're doing something wrong, when you are corrupt, it is my duty. My Krishna says, talk up Gita, don't keep quiet. Let them touch you, I will take care. That confidence I have. My God doesn't let me down. I am ready to face my karma. But system failure, whether it's a judiciary, all the IAS, IPS, administration, I think many of them are so corrupt. They don't do the government job. They're all busy doing their own business, corruption business. So Mr. Modi, you have not brought an end to it. You had an absolute majority. God gave you an opportunity to clean the system. You could have done it, but you didn't have the right people around you. I would have written so many letters to you. So many letters. And also, I've been making this appeal for the last 4 years. My appeal to the Prime Minister of India. I don't tell me your intelligence doesn't see what I'm talking. I do get reactions. Whatever I'm speaking, I do get. I see you do certain things. Don't say that we are always working for the poor, poor, poor. That is not the thing. Work for the honest citizen of this country. Honesty is very important. It's not that all the poor are honest and all the rich are bad. No. 50-50 of people everywhere. You said you're bringing back all the black money. Don't tell me that you all are not using black money for your elections. I don't deal with, but I don't want all this headache. I'm happy with what I have.